Dear friends in Jesus Christ, from today's gospel, I would like to tell you about three things. Firstly, we could see Jesus healing the physical disability. So, those who were brought to Jesus, the lame, the maimed, the blind, the dumb, they all were healed when they were brought to Jesus Christ. So, looking at that, we can see that how much concern he had for the people, those who came to him, that they were suffering physically and going through a lot of pain with their physical disability. So he cured them. So he was a cure for them at that moment. And secondly, we can see that Jesus was so much concerned for those who are tired. So, since he was preaching for 3 days and people were being with him and they do not have food and they cannot go in the desert and buy some food for themselves, because if they go in the desert they may faint on the way. So, this was his concern, and he was feeding them, and he wanted to strengthen their leg for a long journey. So that was also his concern for them, those who are tired. And thirdly, we can see that he was feeding the hungry. So those who are left, without any food and so on. So if you technically imagine, not technically, but if you are logically imagining or thinking about what could have happened when Jesus was preaching to the people for 3 days in the desert, so there could have been some people brought some food on the journey. So there are also other people who might have brought the food and did not have, or it might have got over. And there also could have been people who did not bring anything. So these were the condition of the people. They do not some have food, some have, had brought food, but it got over, and some did not bring any food at all. So you're looking at that, so what he did, he was feeding them. He was doing everything to relieve their physical need and physical hunger. So that was his concern as well. So from these 3 points, from these 3 points, that he was curing the sick, and he was having concern for those who are tired, and also he was feeding the hungry. So looking at these things, so can we follow those values in our day-to-day life? Can we heal the person who is sick? Obviously we can say that it is the doctor who can heal the person. It is clearly known, because if a person is being affected by any disease, or he is being injured by any accident on the road, so we know that we have to take him to the hospital, and it is the duty of the doctor that he has to cure that wound or disease. But the doctor's duty was to prescribe the medicine. So it is that person who is affected, he has to take the medicine every day for his healing. So if the person is not able to get up from the bed and go and take the tablet, so what we can do is that we can take the tablet and give to give to that person. So in that way, we can help the other person who are physically affected or injured. And secondly, when you see that he was having the concern for those who are tired, so we also can come across in our day-to-day lives some people are being very tired, tired of doing work, tired of talking, tired of traveling, tired of doing their business, and tired of certain things. So how can we help them? So if you are able to help them, you can help, like if the person is not able to prepare for a class, if the person is not able to give a talk, so you can teach him. So in that way you can study for your exam. In that way you can spend your time daily 15 minutes and you study, so it will help you for your exam. So in that way we can advise them, in that way we can help them. So if they are being very tired, like doing mason work or building a house, so when people build a house, the laborers build a house, that there will be a lot of pain. They carry the stone, they carry the mud, they carry the blue metals. So we know that they are really feeling very tired. So at that moment, what? How can I help them? Can I give them some water? Can I give them some food? So in that way, we can help them, dear friends. That is what Jesus was doing in his time. And thirdly, when you see that feeding the hungry, so we come across people are very hungry. Not everybody, people are hungry, they feel hungry, but people have food to eat. Some they manage to eat at least twice a day, some they eat only once a day, and some they do not have even one meal a day. So if you are able to give them some food, uh, it will be well and better, well and good. Jesus will be pleased. So in that way, when you help the other person who do not have food, then you are doing the work of Christ in your life. Therefore, dear friends, if you are, let us try to practice these values in our day-to-day life, so that we also become like Christ. We also do the mission of Christ. We carry out his work, his good work in this world. Thank you.